I met someone in the Cape Town townships who changes lives in a very unexpected way.
This is the second group of people. The first group of people that we had, we were paying them in satoshis, and then if we harvested this and sell them, we are going to pay them in satoshis as well. You're crying. Don't.
No.
Don't cry.
We flew into Cape Town to do a lifestyle test drive, and the last interview was with a German entrepreneur.
Because I was actually supposed to go to Namibia with my best friend from school, and we met some guys then. They were driving to Cape Town. They asked us if we want to come, so we just drove us up to Cape Town.
And today we are in the township of Khayelitscha, close to Cape Town, and we meet with Khayelitscha, who is changing the lives here by introducing a circular economy with Bitcoin. Welcome to Khayelitscha Township. 5.2 million live here, close to Cape Town and Muizenberg at the beautiful Falls Bay. And I have the pleasure to get a tour with Khayelitscha and Pidi. Pidi picked me up in the car behind me, and I'm honest, I chickened out. I heard rumors that people are getting hijacked or cars get hijacked, people get attacked when they drive here. And they were so nice and said, okay, we will pick you up. We will make this interview happen or this experience. And what I can say from the bottom of my heart, I felt super safe. Everyone was nice. The kids came and they asked questions and they laughed and they wanted to take pictures. Everyone was smiling and greeting. So the stay was pleasant from the first second to the last second. So I really appreciated the effort Khayelitscha did to get me here and do this interview with her. I am here with Khayelitscha, who gave me a little tour around the township. I really enjoyed it. I would like to know a little bit about your background.
I wouldn't say I was born here, but I actually grew up in this community. And for me, I've never seen a lot of things because I was kind of shielded by my family or protected by them not to see a lot of things. And I attended a school far away from the community that also kind of helped me not to see everything. But growing up here has been educational. It has been a journey, the emotional roller coaster journey. There are times whereby you would be in a situation where there's no water for like a week. There's the time whereby we have power shut down. We call it load shedding this side of town. And besides that, it has been a journey of learning the ups and downs of growing up in a township.
How did you come up with the idea to start a circular economy?
Jealousy.
Jealousy.
Crazy. So I was actually, to give you a little bit of a background, I was actually invited by a friend that helped us with a tour to a Bitcoin conference.
By the way, this is Pidi, and he drives me around here in the township of Khayelitscha? Khayelitscha.
I knew Bitcoin, and I then told Khayelitscha about Bitcoin.
Early 2023, there was Adopting Bitcoin Cape Town, which I only attended there as a volunteer and also to get a free food. In my head, I was like, I'm just going to the conference to get food and then come back. And little did I know that my eyes are going to be open to something that is actually different, totally new, that is so foreign into my eyes. Because right after the Bitcoin conference, there was a tour that was actually going around Mossel Bay and Witstrand. And when I got to Mossel Bay, I got to a place called Bitcoin Ekasi. I got to experience the Safa kids there, seeing the kids being taken out of the community, of like township mindset to being put in this space whereby they can actually surf. And for me, it's so foreign to see black, if I may say that, black kids surfing and seeing people actually using Bitcoin to buy their day-to-day basic needs. For me, it was like, no, I am jealous. it's either I take this home with me so that I can actually show my community that there's a different path in life than just waiting for government to come and save us. We can actually save ourselves.
Can you give me an example of how that would change? What are the challenges people face here on a daily basis, and how would something like Bitcoin help them?
Really from hand to mouth. Most of us here, we go to work 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and then by the time it's a month in, we earn our money. The first thing that we do, we buy groceries, we pay electricity, and we do not know, we do not see the need for us to save. Bitcoin is a digital currency that can actually teach people on how not to work from hand to mouth, but also able to save a little that they can for the future, for their kids and everyone.
Since we were on the tour and I saw the gardening, I saw the shops you onboard, we had this brief conversation in one of the shops.
I'm not saying that he shouldn't keep the satoshis that he has, but we come from different backgrounds, right? He owns the shop. He must pay people that are working here at the shop. The best way that he could do it actually is to actually pay the guy who's working for him in Bitcoin. But in terms of holding, that's going to be trickier because now you won't be able to restock the stock that is here at the shop. So, and the other thing is that the reason we're building a circular economy is so that the satoshis or the sets can circulate within the community. So if he's going to hold them to himself for a very long time, all along, then the circulations of Bitcoin is not going to happen.
True. Yeah.
But he is saying
Instead of him selling.
Some of
Okay.
the business profit,
Yes.
which means after the expenses.
Okay.
Some of the business profit he has to try and
save
keep
it,
it
and
in
keep it.
sets for a longer time, so he can see what Bitcoin can actually do for his business. Because on a short period of time, if you keep receiving sets and letting them go, at the end of the day, you won't see the power of Bitcoin. But if you have got a business, obviously it's staying open because it's making a profit. Take a portion of those profits and put them in sets. We are already buying using sets, so he has to leave a little bit of it in.
And
Yes.
actually, I do get you. Some of the struggles that we face here, like gender-based violence, if I make an example, it's caused by alcohol abuse, drug abuse, financial, not knowing how to handle your financials, right?
Illiteracy.
Financial literacy, if I may say that, because the next question that that we're going to get is that, so how quick can I get my returns? Bitcoin education is to actually show people that Bitcoin is not the money that you work for, but it's the money that works for you. Growing up in a township, nothing is easy. Oh yeah, these conversations are not quite easy because there were people that actually came before me, before PhD, and actually promised people heaven and earth, and now it has to do with trust. Can I trust you with this information that you're giving me? Why are you giving me this education? What are you getting in return by you giving me this kind of information? Because if it has everything to do with money, let's be honest. If I knew where could dig a hole that has like millions, I would never tell anyone. So now if I come to you and tell you that actually Bitcoin's different thing, it's a whole different thing, people will be like, why would you want to save me? Why do you even care?
The background of the people, first of all, hand to mouth problem. And then there is a lot of distrust because maybe they have been used before.
Ponzi schemes,
etc., and people say, okay, why do you help us? Is this one of the reasons why you start, I say small, no offense?
Yes, it is. The reason we chose gardening, we're actually looking for ways for people to be able to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment. And we just needed something to also make people eat each and every day. We're trying to integrate Bitcoin and garden so that people can be able to harvest and earn in Bitcoin, or sell and then buy Bitcoin with whatever fiat that they get from selling these harvests that we have of the garden. How can that shop be able to see what we're talking about? So it can only see by us paying you in Bitcoin and going to that shop and buying your water, your whatever that you needed that day and in Bitcoin so that the circulation can keep on going within the community.
Or do you plan a school?
Definitely we are. We actually did try to go and find a place whereby we can build a center, and we cannot afford it, if I can be honest with you.
Okay.
There were places that were up for sale, and because we just started off, we don't have much, we could not afford it.
Let's take a place like this. Do you do Bitcoin meetups solely for people from Khayelitscha?
Normally people come here. It's people from Khayelitscha. There's a spot on that side. We usually host sessions there, Treasure Academy sessions, Bitcoin meetups, Siki, the coffee shop that we went to.
Mm-hmm.
This is our cooling table.
Okay.
It's where the bean cools down from the heat inside here. This machine works with gas. There's a flame here in this door. So now, the heat inside here.
Okay.
There's a drum that is rolling here inside. You can see this beans are rolling inside here.
125.
By demand, people kept on asking, when are we hosting a meetup? That actually shows me that Khayelitscha is big, and we need a lot of people to come in into Bitcoin adoption, also offer a hand of help in some way in terms of hosting meetups, educating and stuff like that. Because if I can be here, there needs to be someone else on the other side.
For all the people who might watch the video, how could they help to make your dream come truer? So
it starts off with the kind of conversations that we're having. I know Khayelitscha is not the safest place that someone with a different complexion from mine can actually come and stay here. We don't need any form of help. We do have a website whereby you can actually donate in Lightning or on chain. We also have a Gazer funding page whereby we're actually asking for people to come and help us so that we can be able to build a structure.
Honesty is always good, and I'm honest as well. Yes, I was skeptical. Not skeptical, but I was warned that I might be attacked in the car. But I also have to say, everything was fine. It was super pleasant. Everyone was nice. What I heard, what you said, is basically you need to build this shack where you can hold the classes more regularly. You would appreciate support. Someone coming, like in general, like in theory, and holding classes.
If you see me every day and I tell you about Bitcoin every day, you only see my face. You're like, oh, Sam, there she comes again. Most importantly, more people coming in would actually make the adoption in Khayelitscha go better than actually seeing this pretty face all the time.
Okay, well, it is a pretty face, but we in Germany we have a metaphor. I don't know if it makes sense in English, but the prophet in his own land doesn't count.
Gives it more value when you have a community behind you. When you keep on working alone, everyone will think that you don't have a community. Sometimes you show power by coming with your community.
A genie in the bottle. You have one wish for free.
But I think if you do have a center where people can actually come in and go to ask questions, things that I don't understand, read more, study more, I think it could actually make the Bitcoin adoption even more better. Having that center up and running, that would be best wish that has been granted, if I may say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I really thank you so much for having me, and thank you for picking me up. And I'm sorry, but hopefully you understand a little bit.
Thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for trusting me with this tour. Actually, we are nice people.
So we went to the garden where they grow food. This is all about self-sufficiency, which I think is a good thing and has nothing to do with Bitcoin at all. I think it's great and important that people understand how to farm, how to grow food for themselves. We went to a shop, of course, and we bought some water with Bitcoin.
So this is the first shop that we managed to orange peel right after the Bitcoin conference. I was way too excited at the time. I'm like, yes, adopting Bitcoin. It's good. We've got that thing over there.
And I'm going to buy myself something to drink because I'm really thirsty, and I'm going to pay with Bitcoin.
There we go.
Can I make it again?
Cool.
Can I make it again?
It's gonna take a little bit of time, but it's gonna come through. There we go.
They are trying to expand this to more shops because the more shops accept Bitcoin, the more people will use it. I think the key is that people are getting paid in sats, but this is not going to happen very soon. The biggest struggle Tulisa has right now is a shack or a room where she can educate people about Bitcoin and financial literacy. I don't have a solution. It's a struggle, and I admire people like Tulisa who are trying their best to make a dent, to make a difference here in the townships, and I wish her the best and that she gets her little education center and help the people to prosper. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.